Mercer Files, Episode 5, Dead Men in the Water. The river doesn't lie, it just delivers. Bottles, bones, sometimes bodies. This time, it was 3 of them. Fishermen dragged them out at Pier 13, waterlogged and pale, all with the same thing carved into their skin, a crude anchor symbol. The papers screamed serial killer. The cops said gang feud. Me? I knew better. I'd seen that symbol before, 10 years ago, the night I left the force. I went down to the pier myself. Same smell of salt and rot, same gulls crying like they'd seen it all before. Officer Marlowe was there, young cop, good heart, too honest for this city. "You shouldn't be here, Mercer," he said. I lit a cigarette. Neither should they. The anchor wasn't random. It belonged to a smuggling ring we busted back when I was still Detective Jack Mercer, badge and all. We called it closed, but it wasn't. Not really. I paid a visit to Captain Harris, my old superior. He was older now, slower, cancer eating him alive, but his eyes were still sharp. "Pier 13, I said. He coughed into a handkerchief. "We buried that case, Mercer. Too big, too many hands in it, politicians, cops, even me." He looked at me like a dying man with too much truth left in him. "You left the force because of that night. You know it. I know it. But if bodies are surfacing again, it means the anchor men are back." Detective Sloan showed up at my office later, uninvited. He poured himself a drink like he owned the place. "You digging into Pier 13 again?" he asked. "Someone has to." He smirked. "Careful, dig too deep, you'll find the water's colder than you think." Sloan wasn't warning me. He was staking territory, which meant he knew more than he was letting on. May Lynn, the reporter, slipped me a lead. A warehouse downriver, shipments at odd hours. She wanted the story. I wanted the truth. We found it. Crates full of weapons, false manifests, and a ledger with names that burned like fire. Cops, judges, city officials. The anchor men weren't just back. They'd never left. Then the trap snapped shut. Sloan stepped out of the shadows, gun drawn. "You never could leave well enough alone, Mercer." He was in it, deep. The fight spilled onto the dock. Rain hammered down, waves smashing against the pylons. Sloan's gun barked, mine barked louder. He fell first, slipping into the black water, swallowed whole. No anchor carved in him, just the weight of his own choices. By the time the cops arrived, the warehouse was already burning. Evidence lost, just like 10 years ago. Back in my office, I poured a drink for the ghosts. Harris was gone by morning, his last secret buried with him. Sloan was another body in the river. The city would pretend nothing happened. But I knew the anchor men were still out there, deeper and darker than before. The river doesn't lie, it just delivers. And one day, it'll deliver them to me. Until then, I wait. The city keeps breathing, and so do I. This was the final story of the Mercer Files for Season 1. If you would like to hear more stories about Detective Jack Mercer, be sure to join me next Wednesday for the first part of Season 2.